part of the grievances of the Gen Z were that MPs and senior officers in government and those allied to the president were engaging in a show of opulence, especially in churches. The biggest amount then that one of the MPs had contributed to church was 20 million. The other figures were usually 2 million, 1 million shillings. The president comes out, and the highest amount that the Gen Zs complained about, he goes and gives to one church. What emboldens the president to that point?
Let me join my colleagues in this particular issue. And I want to be categorical that the president is on a campaign mode. And the president is out to do anything to convert people. Because remember, problem is the head of state is in crossroad with the churches. And the churches has been refunding or turning back the donations contributed by head of state and sometimes even the governor of Nairobi. And this was to him a very big hit or a big slap. If the head of state, you have concentrated, you have seen him having serious meetings at his state house with these gospel churches. And he has taken that route to repopularize himself through the church again. And he must choose to contribute where he thinks he has no major revolt. And what he did in Wasambo at Moi's church, it's just a beginning. I'm sure that you find him on a trail. He was very categorical that he believes in contributing to God. But remember, even the Bible is very clear. When you want to contribute to God, the right arm should not even notify the left. So if you want to contribute, give something serious to the church without announcing what. But by announcing, it means you are politicizing. You want it to be known so that the other churches can have that urge. Let me invite him here so that he can also make the same trend of such contribution. And I can tell you, because President has shown that he has enough money. It's only the Kenyans who are crying. And probably that was his wish, that the money he promised that will be in the pockets of the people, it's not felt. You know, we are saying that there is an indication that the economy is growing. But every single other Kenyan out there, including a farmer, including nobody, they are all making noise that this money is not felt. This economy is not felt. But it is true that, in fact, the president has also managed to assist few, very few, not many, to become billionaires. And we have known them. We have known them before, and we have known them today. And we know their capacity and their ability to be at where they are. They could not have gone that level. You can't be a member of parliament, a member who was at a value of probably 100 million in the last parliament, and today you are all the billions. It's not magic. And you cannot tell us you have done enough, more than what other men in this country could have done. And therefore, I would say it's wrong, and it's a long direction. And what the president will do, he may choose to go that thread, but I can tell you, at the end of the day, if Kenyans will decide to take you home, whether you bring the ivories, at the end they must make sure that they bury the elephant. They will take away the ivories, because ivories will never decompose, and the elephant finally will be buried. All right. So that will be their position. So don't use this money on that long direction. Take this money, we have a lot of hunger in the country. If we could have seen you distributing food to the needy at this particular time, we have many people who have suffered in Nairobi by fire, and nothing, including the governor, is even daring to know whether such people survives in this country or lives in this country. But you want to be seen walking to churches and contribute those huge of amount. Take this money where the needs is. And if that strength is taken to that direction, nobody would complain.
Yes. If it was a sincere case of charity, the president just a day before his contribution to that church was in Baringo. where they have serious issues with schools, and we have stories about schools not having roofs or even classrooms. 20 million, 120 million shillings could definitely have a proper consequence in that.
Obviously, we normally spend about less than 1 million shillings to do a very